mind if I record?
Good, I'm recording right here. You can record it, but you're going to give me a driver's license.
It's right there, buddy.
Recording, it's red. It's red, it's flashing.
Now it's red. Super sir.
All right, buddy.
What you're doing is illegal. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yes, what are you doing?
Nope. Hello. How you doing, sir? Driver's license with you? Yeah, you didn't use your turn signal when you got off 23 onto the bypass there. Sir. Yes, sir. What is it, buddy? You're not driving? You're driving.
I'm protected on 14th and I'm not driving. I'm driving.
You're driving, sir. If I need your driver's license, please.
I'm not driving.
Sir?
I'm traveling. And I'm also traveling in a foreign. I'm not traveling in a foreign capacity. This is a public highway, right? I'm in a private vehicle.
Driving in the state of Ohio on a public road is a privilege. Traveling on a public road paid with taxpayers' money is a privilege, which you're required to have an Ohio driver's license or a state driver's license. Buddy, listen, I'm not going to mess with you. You can either give me your driver's license or I'm going to get you out of the car and we'll place you under arrest.
For traffic? Do you mind if I record?
Good, I'm recording right here. You can record it, but you're going to give me your driver's license.
It's right there, buddy.
Recording, it's red. It's red, it's flashing.
Now it's red. Super sir.
All right, buddy.
What you're doing is illegal. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yes, what are you doing?
Nope.
You cannot escape the almighty bunghole!
37 now.
Okay.
Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Don't let him move me! Don't let him move me! Don't let him move me!
I'm not even fighting. You are fighting. I can never. Use your arm, I can't. Now I can move.
Force me, sir.
1537.
We're okay, we got sir. Alright, buddy, let me invite you to your rights real quick.
The dash cam ends there, leaving us with charges that prove online guru advice is entirely useless against physics and a pit maneuver. And as for the question of where's the fleeing and eluding charge, well, Ohio doesn't call it that. Instead, it's charged under Ohio Revised Code 2921.331B as failure to comply with the order or signal of a police officer. And that one charge is a third-degree felony, carrying a potential prison sentence of up to 36 months in prison. The case quickly moved into common pleas court. Grand jury returned an 8-count indictment. Instead of the charges getting smaller, they multiplied. Of course, Sovereign Prude decided to represent himself, and that decision went about as well as a traffic stop did. The court found him in direct criminal contempt, ordering 30 days in jail and set bond at $100,000. Not exactly the courtroom victory sovereign gurus keep promising. Undeterred, Sovereign Prude filed a motion for demurrer. It certainly sounds impressive, and unfortunately, Ohio criminal procedure doesn't dismiss felony indictments because someone labels a filing a demurrer. The motion was filed, the indictment stayed. That's usually how that works. And the sovereign filings aren't done yet. Conditional acceptance, common law trust, title ownership, UCC 1-308. If you've ever wondered why these filings never seem to work, this is why. The Uniform Commercial Code governs commercial transactions. Buying, selling, contracts. It is not Ohio criminal procedure. UCC 1-308 doesn't dismiss felony charges. It doesn't reduce bond. It doesn't suppress evidence. It doesn't remove jurisdiction. It has absolutely nothing to do with defending a criminal prosecution. And then Sovereign Prude asks the court to appoint counsel and reduce his $100,000 bond. This is where the case separates sovereign theory from criminal procedure. Up until this point, the sovereign filings hadn't changed the direction of the case. The indictment was still there, the charges were still there, the bond was still there. Now, the court was dealing with motions that actually exist under the Ohio Rules of Criminal Procedure. The court reviewed the request. Bond reduction denied. The judge weighed the severity of the charges, Sovereign Prude's actual criminal history, and the very real prison time he's facing. Because turns out bond is decided by the law, not fake trust documents, not the Uniform Commercial Code, and definitely not some magical spells you found online. Then things got even worse. The prosecution returned with a superseding indictment. Additional firearm specifications were added, another warrant, another arraignment, same $100,000 bond. Apparently, the court wasn't nearly as impressed with the sovereign paperwork as Sovereign Prude was. And this is the part sovereign gurus almost never include in their presentation. After months of motions, conditional acceptances, common law trusts, UCC filings, and attempts to dismiss the case, none of it resolved the criminal charges. Court-appointed counsel did. Sovereign Prude withdrew his previous plea, entered guilty pleas to 3 felony counts. In exchange, the remaining counts were dismissed, not because of sovereign paperwork, but because of a negotiated plea agreement under ordinary criminal procedure. A few days later, the sentence became official. 57 months in the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Correction. Almost 5 years, with a projected release date in June of 2029. It wasn't because of the missed turn signal, it was because of every decision Sovereign Prude made afterwards. That still wasn't the end. Sovereign Prude filed his own notice of appeal. One problem, the judgment entry hadn't been journalized yet. Without that, there wasn't a final appealable order for the Court of Appeals to review. So, the process had to start correctly. Still representing himself, Sovereign Prude perfected the record, requested a trial transcript, and asked for the cost to be waived. Now these actually belong in an appeal. No trust, no conditional acceptance, no UCC, just appellate procedure. Next, Sovereign Prude asked the Court of Appeals to appoint counsel. Notice something? The sovereign paperwork has disappeared. Now the filings follow the Ohio Rules of Appellate Procedure. Funny how criminal procedure keeps showing up in criminal court. The court granted the request after finding Sovereign Prude indigent. The court appointed appellate counsel, and from this point forward, the appeal was no longer being handled pro se. Appellate counsel would now proceed under the Ohio Rules of Appellate Procedure. Appellate counsel requested additional time. The transcript was completed, the entire lower court record was transmitted to the 4th District Court of Appeals, and Sovereign Prude remains in Ohio State Corrections until June of 2029. As of this episode, the appeal remains pending. No opinion has been issued. We will keep an eye on it for you. So the next time a sovereign citizen decides pulling over is negotiable, make sure you're insured.
There I was, driving down the road in my new car, feeling great. I had just come to a stoplight when wham! This guy rear ends me. I could have cried.
NationWise is on your side.
But instead, I got out of the car, popped the trunk, and pulled out my handy 12-gauge shotgun. I think it's safe to say that guy now needs some body work of his own.
NationWise Insurance is proud to stand behind each and every policy owner.
The police were so nice and allowed me one phone call. I called Vinny, my NationWise insurance agent. Within the hour, Vinny was at the police station bribing the appropriate officials.
NationWise is on your side.
It had been a long day, and we were both hungry. So I invited Vinny out for a candlelight dinner and ended up staying the night.
NationWise is always prepared for those unexpected moments.
That was 9 months ago, and now I have another accident walking around the house. God bless you, NationWise.
And on that note, if you enjoyed today's episode, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here, and let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you'd like to support the channel, you can hit the hype button, you can hit the super thanks button, or become a channel member. And as always, a sincere thank you to all of our channel members. Your support helps keep the channel going, helps obtain records and source material, and helps make episodes like this possible. Wanishi, thank you. One last thing before we go. Sovereign Prude spent months filing trust documents, conditional acceptances, UCC paperwork. None of that changed his criminal case because none of it applied. Eventually, court-appointed counsel negotiated a plea. Appellate counsel perfected the appeal, and that's how this case moved through the courts. Until next time, I'll see you soon.